overtime.
I've been playing basketball since I was 3 years old, and my dad's been there every step of the way, pushing me to be the best person I can be. And without him, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
About Ron Lewis as a coach?
How do I feel about Ron Lewis as a coach? I don't know if there are enough good things that I can say. Ron Lewis has a plethora of experience that can help him in, I would say, probably any situation that would arise.
All right, so in terms of my basketball career, kind of my background and history is I graduated from high school in 2000, which is getting to be a long time ago. I played basketball at Bowling Green High School in Northwest Ohio, and then I stayed in my hometown and played at Bowling Green State University. So I was there from 2000 to 2005. I was there 5 years because my third year I was hurt and I sat out the whole year, so they call that a medical red shirt, to where you get an extra year tacked on the end for the one that you missed. So I was in college for 5 years, not 4. Ron Lewis, or Coach Lewis, that's been at Kilbourne High School this year, was a teammate of mine for 2 years at Bowling Green. His first year was the year that I was sitting out injured, and then, so technically we would have played 1 year together. The 2003-2004 season, that was Ron's second year at Bowling Green. Ron was a very dynamic player in terms of his athleticism. He had a lot of ability in his movement, in his jumping, which translated well for him as a scorer. Ron was a very, very good scorer from the moment he stepped into college until through his long professional career in Europe.
So to explain my career in general, going back to middle school, I wasn't very good. Going into my high school career, I was maybe the 16th man on the team, so I had to put in a lot of work. Over the summer, I had to stay up at nights, in the mornings, just to get on the team. So first I started on freshman. As a freshman, didn't play any JV, didn't play any varsity, still putting in work in the summer and late at night, going to the gym probably 3 times during the summer. Then come to my sophomore year, I really skyrocketed over everybody, playing JV, playing varsity. I used that time to build my skill, build my habits, and try to be the best that I can be. Going from there, my junior and senior year, I played straight varsity. My junior year averaged a double-double. My senior year came off the bench, still averaged a double-double, and still made first team All-State.
Not only was my dad a professional basketball player, he is now an entrepreneur and created his own clothing brand. His clothing brand is based off my mom's slogan, "It's nothing." She has the mindset of nothing is stopping her, so we went off that and we just stuck with it.
So being overseas was different. Some may say it's shell shock because you don't know the language. You don't know where you're gonna go. I never drove a stick shift before. That was the first time I had to drive a stick shift car. So most of the time I just walked. It was different. You don't have any friends, you don't have any family around. You're by yourself. But one thing you can do is just adapt. You either adapt or you fail. So I adapted. I started to learn the language. I started to go to different restaurants, meet different people, hang out with my teammates a lot more so I can learn the language. And that's the only way that you can evolve. Throughout my career, halfway through, my family came over. We spent a lot of time in Israel. We spent a lot of time in France, and that made it a lot better. How was it being a coach and a teacher at Kilbourne? It is fun. I was ready to retire, so me going into coaching, I went into it 100%, wanting to help, wanting to also learn, and wanting to help others. I've always been a coach. I train, so I train kids, so I've always been helping kids. This is just a little bit different that you have a team.
I think Ron Lewis will be a fabulous teacher. Hopefully we can add him to our staff here at Kilbourne. I think he's already built some great relationships. I think Ron understands that, and Ron is also a parent. He understands that we have to help our young people grow and learn. And by that, sometimes it's holding kids accountable. Sometimes it's, you know, pulling them aside and talking to them. But I just, Ron is a professional in every sense of the word. I think he's been a tremendous asset to Kilbourne High School, and I think that's been a very, very positive thing for all of us. You know, the other thing is Ron Lewis as a man. You know, he is, you know, he's open, he's accepting, he is caring. I just think that he is a complete win-win-win for everybody, for the students, for our basketball program, for our staff, for our community. I think everybody wins when with Ron Lewis here.